Hey everybody, Greg from Park Journey here. Hope you're all doing all right. So today is the day that a lot of Six Flags parks start their MVP sale on July 20th. A few other parks are starting it this week on the 31st. We started actually posting all the information for the sales last week, so we have a super thread on our website that has all of the information there for all of the parks that we've gotten information for. Just added a couple this morning as well from Great Adventure, Fiesta Texas, Six Flags Over Georgia. I think we added this morning. But I wanted to just kind of walk through a little bit of the passes for both Knott's Berry Farm and for Six Flags Magic Mountain. So those are two that went on sale today. There's actually a couple of nuances here with regards to the passes. So I just wanted to kind of walk through a little bit of the sales both on the Knott's website and on the Six Flags Magic Mountain website. But before I get into it, make sure you click below to subscribe to our channel. As always, greatly appreciated. All right, so we're going to start off here with the Knott's Berry Farm website. As you can see right at the top of the page, you've got the information there for the MVP pass. This is now good from basically today, which is July 28th through September 2nd. At this time, at that point, the prices will go up is what they're saying. We'll see if it gets extended. That does happen. That's happened in the past. I wouldn't be surprised to see it happen here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just go into the pass here. Going to click on Buy Now, which is going to bring up the portal here for the 2026 season passes. So first of all, the thing that's going to come up right away is the 2026 Gold Pass here. It indicates that it's good for all Six Flags parks, 40 plus parks. It's like 280 something roller coasters. The press release kind of breaks it down and all, and those kinds of details. A couple of things here to mention too with the Knott's Pass. It is the Gold Pass is good for Knott's Berry Farm, Soak City, and all of those Six Flags parks. It does include one Bring a Friend free ticket. That is for the entirety of 2026. That's not per visit, just so you know. Includes Boysenberry Festival, Spooky Farm, Merry Farm. Does not include Knott's Scary Farm. Just obviously that is a completely separate event and will always be a completely separate event. But I'm going to go ahead and click on just the 2026 season passes to kind of show you the breakdown of pass benefits for all of the parks here. So here we have regular pass, just Knott's Berry Farm, no blackout dates, discounts, and pass perks. Gold Pass, you get Soak City and access to all of those Six Flags parks. And for the Prestige Pass, you get the free preferred parking, to Bring a Friend tickets annually, one single-use fast lane per visit, the VIP lounge, VIP entrance, and all of the passes have the monthly plan available. So here on the Knott site, you see the regular pass is $95 per year, Gold Pass is $120, and the Prestige is $245. With the regular pass and the Gold Pass, you do get a $5 discount. With those passes. With the Prestige, there is no discount there. So that's kind of the breakdown of each. So we're going to get back into the we're going to show off the Six Flags site in a minute. But one thing I do want to stress here is that Knott's is a little bit different than the rest of the parks. So for example, all of the other parks, if you get a Gold Pass, it does include parking at that park, and it does include parking at every other Six Flags park except for Knott's Berry Farm. If you get a Gold Pass at Knott's Berry Farm, it does not include parking at Knott's Berry Farm. If you want parking at Knott's Berry Farm, you have to get the Prestige Pass. I don't know why. You can add on the parking pass if you want. So basically you can only get free parking with the Prestige Pass, which obviously means that you get the VIP parking as we were just talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on this Buy Now again. We're gonna walk through a couple of the different options. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do new because I don't want to have to enter in my pass information. I obviously do have a pass right now for renewal, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do new. So I'll just do one pass here, one Gold Pass. For Knott's Berry Farm, you're going to put in all of your personal information, street, your first name, last name, street information, obviously. You can either upload a photo to your season pass or you can take a photo at the park. The Prestige Pass, same thing. You're just going to add in your new, it's $20 a month with an initial payment of $45 or $245 each paid up front. And again, you have all of that information, again, not valid for admission to Knott's Scary Farm or for special events. Now, the other advantage of getting your pass through Knott's Berry Farm is you can actually add on Knott's Scary Farm at the time you purchase it with your season pass. But if you do not get your pass through Knott's Berry Farm, let's say you get it for Magic Mountain, you can, once you have that done, you can come in to the Knott's website and you can add in your Knott's Scary Farm add-on. So you can do your pass from Magic Mountain and then get your Gold Pass or your Platinum Pass, excuse me, Prestige Pass. Platinum is old school. Prestige Pass, and then you could come back to the Knott's website and add on Knott's Scary Farm for 2026. So completely up to you. If you're going to get the Prestige Pass, then you can just do it at Knott's and do it all. It doesn't matter. The only difference is if you're going to get the Gold Pass. The only difference is if you're going to get the Gold Pass, you might want to get it from a non-Knott's park, so you get parking at those parks, and then you can add on the parking here for Knott's Berry Farm. Now, if you do want to add on the add-ons here, here we have the dining plans, the drink plans, fast lane fun picks, and parking. Let's go ahead and start with parking because that's probably the most pressing. So basically, if you look at the parking add-on for the Gold Pass add-on, it is $90. And it is valid at Knott's Berry Farm. And then obviously because you have a Gold Pass, it's valid at all of the other Six Flags parks as well. But if you look at the difference here, so you have your Gold Pass is $120 and your Prestige Pass is $245. So basically you're talking a difference of $120 plus $90, $210. So you're talking a difference of $35 if you do the Gold Pass and then you add parking on separately. So you're $35. So if you don't need all of these for Bigger Friend and the preferred parking and the VIP entrance, you don't care about any of those, then you can save $35 by doing the Gold Pass and adding on the parking. If you're going to do that, I would say go ahead and just get the Prestige Pass. What we will probably end up doing is we'll get one Prestige Pass and then we'll get one Gold Pass. So I'll get a Prestige Pass that I can use for parking at Magic Mountain, at Knott's, and all the other ones. And then my wife will end up probably just getting the Gold Pass because very rarely, if ever, does she go to Knott's without me. Only maybe once every few years. She'll go with some friends to the Boysenberry Festival. She never goes to Magic Mountain without me. So it not really an issue there at all. So I'm the one that really needs the add-on for the parking. Let's go ahead and look at some of the other add-ons. So for 2026, there are actually two options here for your dining passes. So you can have dining at your home park only. So again, this depends on which park you want to visit more. So again, you're talking Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags Magic Mountain. If you're going to Magic Mountain more and you only need a home park dining at that park, then you would want to get your pass from Magic Mountain. Vice versa, if you're going to Knott's more, you would want to get your home park dining at Knott's. So here we have the Knott's dining plan, gold dining plan, which is $145 to add on for the entire year. If you want to add on the all parks dining, it's basically $10 more to add on your all parks. So I think maybe it's better to just get the all parks. Even if you only go to another park once or twice, you can get all of the it's $10 more. So yeah, not really an issue there to add on your Gold Pass dining. It's only $10 more. Some of the other add-ons, drink plans, again, the Paper Cup is $36 and the Paper Cup, the season pass add-on is $53, which includes iced teas and hot beverages. So there's actually two options there, which is great. And it looks like, let's see, 20 fall souvenir bottle. Does not mention if it's only for the home park or if it's for all parks. I think it's probably for all parks because I'm not seeing the difference there. But this icy and hot chocolate and coffee is actually a pretty good option too. You can see here, it is not valid. And this makes me think that it is for all parks because you can see here, it's not valid at Starbucks. It's not offered at Caribou Coffee. It's not offered at Tim Hortons. The only park that has Tim Hortons, as far as I'm aware of, is Canada's Wonderland. Perhaps Darien Lake has a Tim Hortons. Perhaps, I don't remember if Cedar Point had one when we were there. Perhaps Michigan's Adventure has one. Perhaps one of the parks in Minnesota has one. but typically it's the only place we remember seeing it is at Canada's Wonderland. So that basically tells me that this paper cup add-on is drink add-on is for all parks. Fast lane, this is where they really get you. So if you want the fast lane for your home park, it is $625. If you want it for all parks, it is $999, which is way more than your actual pass. That's how they get you. So if you're going to be traveling a lot in 2026, you want to add in that all parks fast lane plus add-on, which is great. So basically here is the information for the fast lane. One fast lane wristband per visit during the 2026 season, plus you get the rest of 2025 for free. The fast lane for your season pass is good at Knott's Berry Farm only. So the regular one is good at Knott's Berry Farm only. If you go into the add-on for the all parks, this is the one that is good for the rest of 2020, for all 2026, and all of 2025 is included. This is not valid for haunt attractions. So Fright Fest, Haunt, etc. This is not valid for that. May not be valid for Winterfest or Holiday in the Park at select parks. This is only valid at Knott's Berry Farm in 2025, valid at all Six Flags parks starting in January of 2026. So keep that in mind if you will be visiting one of the other parks this year, other Six Flags parks this year. The all season fast pass. Well, that's a mouthful, isn't it? Season pass fast lane plus all park add-on is only good at all parks other than Knott's Berry Farm starting in 2026. And then lastly, the last add-on here is your fun picks. So this is adding it to your Knott's 2026 season pass. Every visit to Knott's Berry Farm plus get the rest of 2025 included. Not valid at Soak City, which probably means it is not valid at any other park other than Knott's Berry Farm. So that's your $60 for your 2026 passes. So just as an FYI, you can also add in your add-ons here for Knott's Scary Farm. Here, your Knott's Scary Farm passes. When you would do your add-ons here, when you add in your pass, you can add in your Knott's Scary Farm pass as well when you go in and do that. So keep that in mind as well if you want to add that on. But like I said, once you get into get your pass from another park, let's say Magic Mountain, you can come into Knott's Berry Farm and you can add in your Knott's Scary Farm pass for 2026. All right, let's go ahead and move over to Magic Mountain. All right, everybody, so let's go ahead and break down the Six Flags portion of this video. As you can see, I'm actually in a different shirt. I had it fully recorded yesterday, and then as I started researching more and more about Six Flags passes / memberships, just needed to re-record the entire thing because it was just getting too confusing. So I'm going to, right up front, I'm going to admit this is kind of confusing. There is a huge difference between Six Flags memberships and Six Flags passes regarding what payment options you have, what kind of benefits you get, what types of add-ons are available, things like that. So I'm just going to preface that off the top. They've made this so unnecessarily confusing. I'm trying to figure it out and tell you all what I figured out. So just bear with me because it's kind of going to get into weeds here a little bit. So just this as an FYI. So, the Knott's portion is pretty straightforward. You got your pass, you got your payment options, other than, the parking whole thing with the gold pass. But when it comes to Six Flags, it's bizarre. So let's go ahead and break it down. So first thing you'll notice on the home page, the Six Flags home site where you pick your park, it still says 2025 passes on sale. The reason for that is because not all passes are currently available. I believe some of them go on sale on the 31st. So that's why it still says 2025. But let's go ahead and pick our park, which in this case is going to be Six Flags Magic Mountain. And here you have your MVP, most valuable pass sale, get access to 40 plus parks now through 2026, 280 coasters, 130 miles of track, 1,000 entertainment experiences, 970 water slides, and 500 live shows, which for $7.50 a month for the gold pass, not a bad deal, right? So let's go ahead and start breaking this stuff down. So when you click on the passes there, you'll see that you have two 2026 passes and you have memberships. Okay, so there is a difference. So let's go ahead and start with our passes. So you can see it went directly into the memberships pass where it kind of has the monthly price and everything like that, $20 membership initiation fee, etc., etc. So, but we're going to go ahead and start with the passes. So we're going to go ahead and start with the passes because that is basically where we started with Knott, because there are no memberships with Knott. So here are our benefits here for our 2026 passes. Unlimited access. You see the silver has Magic Mountain, free general parking, food and merchandise, and pass perks. Gold Pass, it will add on the unlimited access to Hurricane Harbor. It will add on all of the all parks, and that's it. And that is $110. And then you've got the Prestige Pass, which adds the preferred parking, the 2 free bring a friend tickets, the 1 single-use skip the line, and the VIP entrance. Just as an FYI, the free bring a friend tickets are only valid for the park that you purchased at. So when we're talking about the difference between Knott's and Magic Mountain, that is one of the key things that you will notice here. The other key thing you will notice here is the price difference. The Magic Mountain Pass is $70 less per year. Prestige Pass is $70 less per year than the one at Knott's Berry Farm, the comparable pass at Knott's Berry Farm. The difference here is you have your 2 free bring a friend tickets, whether you want them for Magic Mountain or Knott's Berry Farm, and the option that you have at Knott's Berry Farm, which is to pay payments for your 2026 passes. As you can see right here, there are no payment options for the Six Flags 2026 passes. Membership is different. Again, as I mentioned, confusing. Membership is different. You can have payments for memberships, which we'll get into in a minute. But for 2026 passes, no payment option is available. You have to pay in full. Now, obviously, you can do things like your PayPal Pay in 4, whatever you want to do. To do that, you put on a credit card. There's still options there. But as far as having a payment plan through Six Flags for your 2026 pass, not membership, pass, that is not an option. Okay. So let's go ahead and go through the options here. So here you have your Gold Pass. You have your renewal. You have $110, 2026 all parks. Includes all 40 plus Six Flags parks. Pass must be activated at Magic Mountain. It has access to Magic Mountain, Hurricane Harbor, and 40 Six Flags parks, including Knott's Berry Farm. 1 free bring a friend ticket. That is only valid at Magic Mountain, and it's not every visit. It's once per year. So just keep that in mind. You got free parking, includes Fright Fest and Holiday in the Park and more. And then obviously you do have to add in a maze wristband for Fright Fest if you want to do the mazes at Fright Fest. Okay, so that is your Gold Pass here for Six Flags Magic Mountain. Your Prestige Pass, again, it's going to add in the addition of the 1 additional bring a friend ticket, again, only valid at Magic Mountain. Free preferred parking, the VIP entrance, and more. Again, $175, which is, as I mentioned earlier, $70 less than the comparable pass at Knott's Berry Farm. As far as the reason for that, I couldn't tell you, but for what they're basically saying here is Knott's Berry Farm is worth $70 more per year than Magic Mountain. You have to decide for yourself, are the 2 tickets better for you at Magic Mountain, or the 2 free tickets better for you at Knott's? And obviously, you have the option of the payment plan as well. So just kind of throwing that out there. So let's go ahead and go through the add-ons here. So we've got our 2026 add-ons. We've got our all-season dining plan, drink plan, season fast lane, photo pass, and the haunted attraction pass. You'll notice that is currently 2025. So I'm going to guess this will still be available in 2026, but for some reason they have not updated this 2025 pass. Now, when you click on the dining plan, you're going to see that there's 3 options here. One is the home park only. So this would only be for Magic Mountain. 1 meal, home park 2-meal dining, which is only for Magic Mountain. You could do 2 meals per day. And then the all park dining, which is basically for all of the parks. So let's go ahead and start there. So this is basically the same price as the all parks dining plan at Knott's Berry Farm, which is $155. If you remember, the pass for Knott's only was $145. So keep that in mind as we're going through these passes. So again, the 2026 all parks dining package is $155 no matter where you got it. And I believe the gold is the same price. Yeah, same price as that. Okay, so the other thing that's interesting is if you look at the one park, it is for Magic Mountain only, you get 1 meal per day. That is $79 for the year. Okay, and remember the Knott's only dining pass was $145. And then when you look at the 2-meal dining plan, it is $99. Okay, so this is going to be pretty much comparable to the dining pass that you can get for Knott's Berry Farm only. They're basically saying that the food at Knott's is worth $45 more per year than the food at Magic Mountain. Not going to comment. I'll keep that, take that for what you will, but I'm not the one saying it. They're pretty much saying it with their prices. Here saying that the food at Knott is better than the food at Six Flags Magic Mountain. So I'm not the one saying it. Six Flags is the one saying it. Let's go ahead and go through some of the other add-ons. The drink plan is the same drink plan that was available for Knott's, the 2026 all-season paper cup plan, $36.99. The adding the iced teas and hot beverages is $53.99. No change there between Knott's and Magic Mountain. So when it comes to the all-season fast lane, you'll see here the price is $499 per year. The Knott's Fast Lane add-on for Knott's only was $625. So again, in this case here, they're basically saying that the Fast Lane is worth $125 extra per year at Knott's Berry Farm versus Magic Mountain. Not sure I really agree with that, but again, they're saying it with their prices. I'm not saying it. And then the all-season fast lane for all parks at $999 is the same across the board for both Magic Mountain and Knott's Berry Farm. So the all-season video and photos package at Magic Mountain, unlimited digital photos and videos, is $40 for the year. To be honest, I don't think that Magic Mountain has any video available. They used to have some video on a couple of the coasters where you could buy your on-ride video. I don't think that they have that anymore on any of them, and the photos are kind of not consistent. So $40 seems to be about right. And then the comparable pass for the Fun Picks at Knott's is $60. So basically $20 more for the Fun Picks at Knott's than it is at Magic Mountain, which again, I think is probably pretty accurately comparable. And then again, you have that 2025 Haunted Attraction Pass. So basically, again, you'll see some subtle differences there in price regarding the actual pass itself. And then obviously the add-ons are a little bit different in price between Magic Mountain and Knott's Berry Farm. Now this is where it gets kind of interesting. So let's go ahead and move over to the memberships here. So here we have the gold membership and the prestige membership. There is no silver membership available. So gold membership, you get unlimited access to Magic Mountain, Hurricane Harbor, all the parks. The membership never expires. You just pay monthly. The free general parking, food and merchandise discounts, past parks, and the non-refundable initiation fee. And the prestige, you add in the preferred parking, the 2 free Bring a Friend tickets, 1 skip the line per visit, and the VIP entrance there. And that cost for the gold is $7.50 per month, and the prestige is $12.99 per month. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the prestige, because we're going to look at the one that's going to get you both Magic Mountain and Knott's Berry Farm with the parking and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and add in our prestige membership. All right, so I'm going to add in my information here and go ahead and click on continue, because this is the only way that you can actually start seeing the add-ons here. So one thing to be aware of, the member dining, remember we looked at the all parks prestige member dining on the pass. Again, remember now we're looking at memberships before we were looking at passes. So confusion, unnecessary confusion. So if you are getting a membership from a Six Flags park and you want to add in the all parks dining, make sure you click on the See More button here. You're going to see a little note there, only valid at Legacy Six Flags parks, not valid at Legacy Cedar Fair parks. So if you want that all parks dining to be active at the 40 plus parks, Legacy Six Flags and Legacy Cedar Fair parks, you cannot have all parks dining on a Six Flags membership. You have to have it on a pass. Okay. So yeah, it's, again, unnecessarily confusing. I don't know why they did it this way. I wish they would have just said memberships are no more. You have to get a pass, have it consistent across the board. They're trying to hold on to these memberships. I don't know why. I'm guessing there's some kind of legal reason why they can't just do away with memberships. But it's just creating unnecessary confusion at this point, to be honest with you. And the dining is the only difference. The all parks dining is the only difference. All of the other options here, whether it's the paper cup drink plan, whether it's the fast lane, it's good at all the parks. The dining is the only thing that is different, and only valid at the Legacy Six Flags parks only, and not at the Legacy Cedar Fair parks. So again, if you look at the paper cup, you'll see here is the paper cup plan, the paper cup with the iced teas and coffee, the photo package is only valid at Magic Mountain. The member fast lane is only valid at Magic Mountain, but the all park is valid at every single Six Flags park. And then obviously we've got the attraction pass. So the add-ons are pretty much the same, other than, as I mentioned, the all parks dining. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you want the dining package and you want to get your pass at a Six Flags park, you have to do the pass, 2026 pass, not the Legacy, or not the membership, if you want the all parks dining for all Six Flags and Legacy Cedar Fair parks. Okay, so again, unnecessary confusion. I apologize. I wish it wasn't the case, but it is what it is, and that's where we are. All right, everybody, thanks so much for checking out the video. I appreciate it. Hope you're all doing well. Have a great rest of your summer, and we will talk to you soon.